today, right now, we're going to talk about Basher. Basher is currently a component for the fusion for the new Kantra Legendary Champion. Is Basher worth it to fuse for the Kantra herself? Basher, the champion, the Void champion, the Void Epic champion, is he worth keeping for your account so you can progress your account? Is he worth fusing for Kantra? Is it worth it? Is he valuable enough to keep, or is he fusion material? Let's get into his kit. Let's make the decision together. Let's find out whether or not he just might be useful or not. His A1 attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing a 25% weakened debuff for 2 turns. Not too bad, but it's a one-hit A1. His A2 attacks all enemies, increases the cooldown of all the target skills by 2 turns. That's an underrated skill right there. Undervalued skill. Placing a debuff that puts skills on 2 cooldowns. That is essentially like putting a provoke on a champion. You put a provoke on a champion, that champion can only attack with its A1 back to the champion that placed the provoke. Putting this on a champion increases the cooldown of all the target skills by 2. For 2 turns, that target can only use his A1. Granted, he can use it against anybody he wants, but only his A1. And you're putting this on every single champion. This is like putting provoke on every single champion and forcing them to use only their A1. Their A1 typically is not their power move. So against the dungeon, against the arena especially, this is a very, very valuable skill. Very valuable skill. So remember that skill for Basher. Basher puts Basher, steps him up, gives him a couple more ticks of valuable and viability there for you. His A3 attacks 4 times at random, has a 75% chance of placing a block buffs debuff for 2 turns. Reading his kit, going through his kit, it just screams to me an arena-based champion, right? This skill plus the previous skill, both of those work well to help reduce the efficiency and effectiveness of your enemy's team, the team that you are facing against in the arena. If he can AoE attack every single champion, put their skills on cooldown, awesome. Boom, he comes with this thing 4 times at random. There's 4 champions. Potentially another AoE attack, places a block buffs debuff for 2 turns. So when that increased cooldown wears out, they've got these block buffs debuff already on them, and then the team's buffer cannot place their buffs, and he will probably try if you're attacking in the arena. The AI will still try to do it. He will try to put the buffs up. He's got these debuff in place. It's going to block everything. 3 turns, you got their team neutralized, taken care of from 1 champion. Basher is a very nice little arena champion, and his AoE is aura. Increases ally HP in all battles by 25%. That's a nice HP. That's a nice aura. In the end, overall, I would have to say Basher, he's the one on the far right over there, that fusion component for Kantra. Basher is a very valuable champion. He's good in the arena. He can be good in dungeon as well, but I think he's more useful in the arena. There's other content creators out there that have put out guides and done things about him. I can put a link up in the corner. I know particularly Ash is very fond of Basher. He likes Basher a lot. He can definitely help out an account. He can help out in the arena. I don't have any copies of him. When I get him, I'm going to fuse him later on, and I'll show you that as well. I'm going to get him. I'm going to fuse him for Kantra because, you know what? I want Kantra. I am not entirely too worried or focused about my arena. My arena is not a high priority for me. So right now, Basher is not necessarily worth keeping for me. You make the decision, though. Basher is a good arena-based champion. But are the rares worth fusing to get to Basher? Can those rares help your account? Can those rares progress your account to help you progress your game efficiently and effectively? Who's the first rare? The first rare we got is... Oh, I already got him. Let's go over here. We'll do it this way. First rare is going to be Bone Knight. Where's Bone Knight? Come here, Bone Knight. There you are, Bone Knight. First rare is Bone Knight. a Spirit Affinity rare champion from the Undead Hordes. Let's go ahead and get into his kit. Let's find out if he's worth it, if he's valuable enough, if he can help progress your account in any way, or is he straight up fusion material automatically? Let's go find out.